So we're about to head out to Boundary Bend for Cobram Estate to see how their olive oil is grown and produced. And it's kind of exciting because we're going on that plane over there, which I'm partly apprehensive about and partly really excited about. So come on. So we're here, Boundary Bend, Cobram Estate olive oil on the border of New South Wales and Victoria. It's absolutely beautiful and we're going to go and see how olives are grown and turned into olive oil. Let's go. So we're here at the olive groves. We've got olive leaf tea here, which is absolutely delicious in a detox form, and an olive leaf smoothie, which is for you. Cheers. Oh, that is delicious. So we just visited the pump shed and we just saw where all the pumps are powered from and how they keep the trees irrigated, which is really important for getting the right levels of oil and the good olives. And we learned that the drip lines go halfway around the equator. That's really long. So this is olive harvesting at Cobram Estate olive oil. You can hear the harvester in the background. It's that giant machine right there. And basically it's got these long spindles that surround the tree and whip the tree to get the olives off. The machine then gathers up all the olives and shoots them over into the next row on the grove. And you'll be able to see them shooting out of that bit of the machine over here. And all those olives go into a waiting tractor truck, which fills up. Now that truck has a 2-hour turnaround time, and basically it's not allowed to be out here for more than 2 hours. Once it's filled, or once it's been out here for 2 hours, it goes off for processing, which gives it a total of a 4-hour window to get those olives from the tree into processing, which gives us the best and freshest olive oil, and it keeps the whole schedule really tight. So stylish. So we've just come out of seeing how the olives are processed from the lovely fruit that we get off the tree into the olive oil, and basically once it's dropped off in the big pits that we saw out the front, it goes up a conveyor belt. Part of that process is washing the olives, and then it goes through this fabulous machine that sort of detects if there's off olives or twigs or anything like that, and basically shoots them off to the side so you don't get them. Then the rest continues on up this conveyor belt up into this enormous vat where there's millions and millions of olives and these beautiful cascades of olives falling down, and then it gets sent off to be turned into what they call pumice, which is where it's processed through a system of churning it to break it up to get the olive seed to be broken up and crush up the flesh, which is how you get the flavour in olive oil. Then it gets separated out using water and it comes out as this gorgeous green olive oil. The smell in there is like fresh cut grass. It's so beautiful. So outside it's a bit funky and kind of fermenty, and then inside it gets fresh and green and gorgeous, and it's slippery but it smells incredible.
How's the fashion in there too?
The fashion with the hats, we had these fabulous hair nets on, which you probably saw. I was worried about falling over the whole time, but the whole thing is beautiful, and the flavour of the olive oil is like butter. Anyway, we're running late for the bus. So ridiculously full. We've just finished lunch, lucky enough to have it here at Cobram Estate's Boundary Bend shed, where we were treated to pork cooked with olive oil, salads dressed in olive oil. We're about to go back and have a dessert that has been cooked with olive oil. And that was after a flight of tasting all the different kinds of olive oil and the nuances that can be used for different things in cooking. So when one olive oil might be good for a salad dressing, another one might be good for roasting meats and things like that. But quite frankly, all I want to do right now is lie down and have a sleep, because I'm so full of olive oil and delicious food and wine, and I'm just gonna go walk it off. Do a fun fact?
Yeah.
The most amazing thing I have learnt today, and there's been lots of amazing things, but the most amazing thing I have learnt today is that olive trees can actually turn their leaves away from the sun. So some of the leaves look kind of grey because they're that way, and they turn their leaves away from the sun to stop photosynthesis, and also so that they don't lose moisture when the conditions are really, really dry. So they self-regulate and try and keep their water loss down, as well as just stop using energy when they don't want to use it.
And they're like camels, they store water in there.
They store, well, okay, so this is the other thing. They take in water two ways. The other fun fact for the day, they take in water two ways. Either up the trunk, like most trees do, but if there's not enough water and they can't get it out of the ground, these olives are little reservoirs of water, and they basically just suck the water back out of the olive into the tree when it needs it, which is why sometimes you see like shriveled up olives on the tree, because the tree's going, hey, I'm thirsty. But if you water the tree again, the olives get pumped back up.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Come look at this. The shriveled olives that I was talking about. So these are some plumpy olives next to some shrivelly olives.
Thirsty tree.
Thirsty olive, plumpy olives.
Maybe he's not thirsty. Because
He's had a drink. He's not thirsty at all. Isn't that fascinating? But this is what I want to show you, the contrast here. So these are so dark up here, and then they're going back to sort of half here, and then down here they're really, really green. And it's just full of contrasts, which is kind of, this whole place is full of contrasts. There's like, 1 minute you're in these lush groves that are laden with beautiful berries on the trees, and then at the end of one row, all of a sudden you're in like a scrub with the reddest dirt you've ever seen that doesn't look like it could possibly grow anything. So here, we're in Italy and having a lovely time, and then over here, turn around and you've got just scrubby dirt that doesn't look like it would grow anything ever, and eucalyptus trees, which are the only thing it seems like it can support. Just the contrasts blow my mind.
where are we?
Boundary Bend. I don't know. We're in Boundary Bend.
Tuscany.
Oh, Tuscany, Australia.
Dunny-do. Where?
Tuscany, Dunny-do. Like dry, sandy, dusty. Dusty as anything.
It's all over my shoes.
Oh no, it's all over my hand. Well, that's it. End of the day. Goodbye, Boundary Bend. Goodbye, Cobram Estate. Until next time, and thank you for the most extraordinary day.